So let's get really comfortable, either seated or lying down. And just gently close your eyes and start to come to the breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths in and out. And just allow yourself to soften and relax, really taking this as an opportunity to be still, to be quiet, and just enjoy these first few moments here. Good. So I've got my healing book. I've got most of you watching have probably got your names in it. If you haven't, or if there's anyone that you specifically want me to send healing to this evening, you could quickly pop their name into the comments box if you'd like to do that. Otherwise, let me know afterwards, and their name will go in the book along with everyone else's. Nearly 400 names in here now, and they're all getting healing every day. Good. So we're going to go back to our meditation. Close your eyes, sit or lie down, focus on your breath, long, slow, deep breaths in and out. And wherever you are, whether you're seated or lying down, just turn your palms up. So if you're seated, bring your hands onto your knees, turn the palms up. If you're lying down, just have the hands by the sides with the palms up. Wonderful. So I'm going to hold this book in my hands throughout this meditation, and I'm going to immediately just call on my own team that I work with when I'm working with healing energy, when I'm sending the light out. I'm going to call on them to send healing to all of you now here watching this with me live, to anyone who watches it later this evening or who watches it in the future over on my YouTube channel, and to everyone in this book, all the 400 names at least of people in this book, and particularly the people that I've been asked to send healing to, particularly today, because those people were really in need for healing now, so I'm sending them healing now. And just knowing that you will receive this healing, and you can intensify the experience for yourself by just opening yourself up with a willingness to receive the healing. So often a little intention helps. You could say, I give permission for Sarah to send me healing, to channel me healing through the ether this evening, or whenever you're watching it. And you could also perhaps mention that you're willing to receive healing from the universe, from your angels. Everyone has a different language to describe and understand their connection with the divine energy. So you just use whichever words feel right for you. I don't want to put those words into your mouth, but you're just opening yourself up to the light. Good. So I'm going to imagine that each of you have a beautiful white light pouring down through the crown of your head. And as it just hits the physical body at the crown, I'm going to imagine that it almost explodes and pours down over your head, your shoulders, down over your chest, your abdomen, and the whole of your back. I'm going to imagine that that light is almost pouring, a little like water, down over your arms, into your hands and into your fingers, sparkling and glistening along the way, as it illuminates you and radiates through you down to your hips and all down through your legs into your feet. I'm then going to imagine that that energy that's coming from above, that's coming from the universe, from the moon, from the stars, from the planets, from the energies, from the light, from the galactic sun, I'm going to imagine that that light is pouring not down, only down through your body, but then it's moving down from your feet into the earth. And if you can, I want you to visualize the center of the earth. So visualizing, if you can, the fiery heat, the molten core at the center of this planet that we're all sitting on this evening. And then from there, I want us to imagine that energy coming back up. So it's moving back up. Fire, heat, intensity in the core, coming all the way up. Hot rock all the way up, drawing energy up from the center of our planet. That beautiful Mother Earth, goddess energy, really strong feminine energy coming up through the earth, all the creatures that live under the earth, coming up, thinking of all the layers that create this planet, the trees that once were, the plants, the beings that once were, the creatures, the humans that once were, that create the layers that bring us all the way up to the surface of the earth. And then feel that energy drawing again into your feet, and then drawing up through your body, through your legs, into your hips, through your torso, to your shoulders, through your hands, your arms, up through your neck, through your head, back out the crown, and then shooting up into the universe to connect with the moon, the stars, the sun, the planet. Beautiful. So you are plugged into a healing source of energy that is infinite and eternal. A huge resource for healing, for love, for light. Never underestimate the power and the quality of this healing light. And it would be absolutely okay now for you to ask for what it is that you need. To put out a request for the healing that you need for yourself first. So thinking of yourself. Try not to be too attached to an outcome, because the universe often has other ideas about how things will work out, but we can ask for healing and then be open to receiving it in whichever way the universe feels is right for us at this time. Could be that you need healing for your health, for your heart. Could be you need help and healing for your finances, your housing situation, your job, your career, your children, your parents. Anything that's for you, anything that's upsetting you, anything that's difficult at the moment, that's a challenge. Asking for healing, perhaps not only to change a situation, but to help you deal with it better or to cope with it better. To help you to learn from it, to overcome the challenge and to be able to move onwards through this difficult time, whatever that may be for you. So you're all going to be having a different experience, but just take a moment to ask. And now we're going to really feel that healing in the heart. So we're really going to feel all that light that we've drawn up from the core of the earth, all that light that we've drawn down from the stars. We're going to feel that in the heart. And then we're going to start to radiate it out. So let's start small. Let's send that healing to the people that are really close to us, people that you perhaps see every day, you think of every day, who you know really need this healing today. Send it to them, trusting that it will be received and that the power of intention is really strong. You might want to picture that person. Perhaps picture them smiling as if the healing's already happened, wherever they're needing it, perhaps for their health, their relationship, their family, anything to do with finances, abundance. Sending them healing for success in whatever area of their life they need it, for them to feel grounded, for them to feel strong, for them to feel loved and cared for. So sending that healing out to anyone close to you. And then we'll send it out a little further, like another layer. So perhaps imagine yourself where you are. You might be in the middle of nowhere, or you might be in the middle of a town or a city. Just imagine that you're radiating light and love out to everyone in your community. You don't have to think of all of them, but you can imagine the area. Imagine there's like waves of light going out, circles of light, like ripples, moving out from where you are in your house, past your neighbours, down your street or across the fields, over the hills. Perhaps up if you're living in an apartment, a flat, down. Just sending that light and that healing. Imagine it radiating out to your excuse me, community. And there might be specific areas in your community that you want to think of, perhaps a school, or a health centre, your place of work, a church, a sacred place. Just send that energy out. We're then going to take it further still. We're going to start to think of our whole county. So send your healing out to your county. And then from there, send it to the whole country. So if you're here in the UK, you can send it out to the entire country. England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, or Europe, the US, wherever you are, just send that healing out. Imagine it like ripples radiating out, reaching communities, all human beings. And then you're going to imagine it radiating out even further. So thinking perhaps of places on the planet at the moment that you feel really need healing. So there could be a country, there could be an area of the world, there could be a particular group of people who you've heard about and you feel helpless because there's nothing you can do to help them. They're a long way away. There's too much standing in the way of you helping. So just send them this love. Send them a ripple of love and light. Send them your heart energy. Send them your hope for peace, for abundance, for equality, for justice. Other intentions that may come to you. Send that energy out to any area in the world that you would like to at this time. And then I want you to imagine that ripple of light that you're sending out, that beautiful light energy which has started at your heart, you're filling the whole planet with it now. So imagine it reaching up to the north and down to the South Pole, all the way around the equator, filling the whole planet with love. You can imagine that you're stood back looking down at the planet Earth. We all know that beautiful picture of the Earth. Imagine that there's a light all the way around it. And that this is your heart and everyone else that's joining in this meditation and everyone else on the planet who is sending love and light out to the world at this time. And there are many, more and more people are awakening at this time and recognizing how much love the world needs and how we can do so much to bring change when we do it together. We're very small on our own, shut away in our houses, but when we work together, we are so strong and so powerful and so full of love and light. So feel that you're a part of that collective awakening that's bringing great healing to the planet at this time. So you've imagined that light all the way around the planet, and then I want you to come back to imagining that pillar of light down through your crown, moving all the way down through your crown, through your feet into the core of the earth, and then drawing all the way up from the core of the earth, up through your body, through your crown and back, tuning all the way back into the moon, the stars, the sun and the planets. And just rest there now as I just bathe you in a little crystal singing bowl. Just allow yourself to absorb this healing vibration as the healing rays of light continue to beam their way to you and your loved ones. So knowing you can call on the healing anytime you need. You can reach out to me in reality anytime you need a text, an email, a Facebook message, but you can also call on energetically. You don't need to actually always be in touch. If you need support in the moment, just ask. There's so much love around. There's plenty to be shared. And so if you're lying down, you might just want to wriggle and move your fingers and toes a little bit. And then gently come up to sit. When you come up to sit, bring the hands together at the heart and just keep the eyes closed another moment. And then blink your eyes open when you feel ready. Namaste.